Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Hello and welcome to PJ Live. I'm Laurie.
And I'm Halle.
And we're your hosts this week. Andrea is off enjoying a little pre-graduation festivities.
Yes.
With her family. Her son's graduating. So congratulations, Nate. So we're going to give you a quick recap of PromoJournal's content for the week. We usually start with
if there's promo.
I got promo, but this week I did not get any promo.
I did not get any promo either.
All right. So when we don't have promo, we do a little heart it or hate it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Sharing food.
I heart it.
Really? I'm kind of in between. I have to be in the right mood for it.
No, I like it because then I like when Kenny gets something that I want to, and I can eat off his plate.
Yeah, I guess I like to share it if you go in like knowing you're going to share.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll get this if you get this, and we split and we have separate plates. But I'm not really a fan of people like picking off my plate. But that's just me. All right, pickles.
Heart it.
Heart it.
But I don't like bread and butter pickles.
Just dill
and spicy.
Hmm.
And the little corn.
Oh yes, those corn
things.
Yes.
Don't
have to say it. All right. Cats on leashes.
Heart it.
She actually has a leash for her cat.
I do. Matilda, my cat, loves, well, she doesn't really love to go on walks, but she likes to have the fresh air on her face.
We should have queued up the video of her on her first walk on the leash.
Yeah, she rolls. She's not very good at planting her feet on the ground.
No. All right. Double denim.
I think it can be really cute or really not cute.
Yeah, I guess I'm stuck on the really not cute. I think I see more really not cute more than really cute.
There's some really cute one-piece denim sets that I really like. Yeah. So I'm not going to say hate it.
All right. And last one, s'mores.
Heart it.
You know, I heart the idea of them. Not big into
I like making them with a Reese's.
Yes, I do like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and then the graham cracker. But
I like the act of toasting a marshmallow on the open flame.
Yes, that's fun. I like toasting it. I'm not a fan of eating it once it's toasted, really. But like I said,
it tastes better because I work so hard at it.
All right, so let's dive into this week's content. We started the week with the Monday Minute. Kirby, I thought of you when I was watching this one. I was like, oh, I'm so excited that Halle's co-hosting this week because I know she will have an opinion on this. So Kirby's Monday Minute was about, it said, lower your stress, work more. And he said, hey, stay with me. Don't shut me off. He said, I know this is going to be a little controversial. And he says that work is not a dirty word. So he loves to hop on the weekend on a Sunday for an hour and kind of catch up on things. So he's in a good spot on Monday when his week starts. And I can relate to that. I kind of like that. I do get accused often. Shut your computer. What are you doing? We're not working. It's the weekend. So
this is my free time. So I heard Kirby out. I heard him. I see where he's coming from. But no, I think 90% of my stress is work related. So I like to tune out and be away on my weekends and not.
You're very much like your father in that respect then. Yeah. And I kind of like to get organized and
so you're stressed if you're not organized, but I can be tuned out until Monday at 9 a.m. And any problems can be solved Monday at 9 a.m.
So it's probably a personality thing. Interesting. All right. So give that a watch. Go over to PromoJournal.com, click on the Monday Minute, and hear Kirby out. And then tune in and let us know, chime in, with your thoughts and let us know what you think. All right, picks of the week this week. The theme was keep it clean. So these are all products that have a cleanly vibe or some sort of cleaning type purpose. So what do we have?
Tim Hill kicked us off, and he had the Stanley Ryder White Sanitizer.
All right, let's see. Right here. Okay.
And this was from Tempo Industry Inc. And it's a spray hand sanitizer and a pen. And I love a spray hand sanitizer.
I do too.
Just feels fancier.
Well, and the amazing part was, so you have a pen and you're writing along, and then you're like, oh, I have a little spray sanitizer.
It'd be great for waitresses.
Yes.
At the end of after you sign your bill.
Yes.
Spray.
I love it. And look at all the great colors. It has 5 milliliters of 70% alcohol sanitizer, and there's a spray top with a safety cap there on top of it. So and look at that full color imprint too. It's beautiful. So that was a neat one. I hadn't seen those before.
Then we had Rich Graham. He had the Ultra Opera Fiber cleaning cloth from Cloth Promotions Plus. And it's just a little microfiber cloth. Wipe everything down with it.
8x8, heavy microfiber, clean off smudges, fingerprints. Look at that imprint area too. Yes. It's almost the size of the cloth. So it's a great imprint area. And, I was thinking about this because I got a new car recently, and my screen in my car is touch screen. So every time I get in, if the sun hits it, it's all fingerprints and smudges, and it drives me.
I keep a microfiber cloth in my middle console, and I'm not very cleanly in my car, but I wipe it down because it gets fingerprints.
Yeah.
That was promo. I got that from UMass Boston.
So that would be a great idea for car dealerships because
throw in your middle console.
But you can use it for your eyeglasses. You can use it for computer screens. It's great. All right. And last one.
Katie Kaler. She had these Scotch custom printed lint sheets in a pocket pack from 3M.
And I mean, what's not to love about this? 40 disposable sticky sheets. If you are a pet owner, I don't know how you live without lint brushes. So this is great. You can throw it in your glove compartment. You can throw it in your backpack, in your bag, keep it in your desk drawer, and you can do a quick cleanup on the go. So, and a great imprint area as well on that. So excellent choices for Keep It Clean. If you're not familiar with Picks of the Week, you can go over to PromoJournal.com and click on Picks of the Week. We have a ton of distributors from the industry who rotate through each week, and they share their favorite picks on a given theme. So we have tons of themes that are stockpiled. The best part about it is if you are a distributor and you want to share it, it strips down the supplier information, it takes away the distributor's information, and it makes for a perfect piece of client-friendly content. So get over there and start sharing. All right, we also had this week Promo Day, and the sponsor was our friends at
Logomark. They had the Lux Rechargeable Lantern, the Perca Barbosa Tumbler, the Perca Portofino Traveling Mug, the Batoni Overnight Bag, and the Batoni Suitor Duffel.
So I loved all of these. I would take any single one of them. A rechargeable lantern, that's just a fun little thing to have. The overnighter backpack, that was so neat because when Brandon started, I was like, well, wait a second. Is it a briefcase? Is it a duffel bag? It had a handle on it. I'm like, that doesn't look like a backpack. But the backpack straps were hidden on the back side of it. So you can use it really for a multitude of purposes. So that was great. And then the suitor duffel was neat because if you're somebody who has to travel with suits or nicer clothes, this allows you to be able to take it as a carry-on. No more checking those bags. So neat picks over there. You can go and check out all of Brandon's videos and all of those great products from Logomark over at PromoJournal.com. All right. And Kat was back this week with Building You, and she shared 5 tips to handle your day when things aren't going your way. So we've all had those days. And it starts with just a deep breath and evaluating the situation. And I think that I'm guilty. I know that sometimes when things start going awry, we're reactionary creatures and we tend to just react. So we have to try to stop ourselves from doing that, take a deep breath and evaluate. And I did like that she said, when all of these things are going wrong, that we really need to stop and find the learning points, because it is so true that in the midst of sometimes our toughest days, we can learn the most. So I really enjoyed that. I don't know if you had any takeaway.
I love a deep breath.
And she did say it's good to vent.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't linger. She's like, if you have a confidant, if you have a friend, if you have somebody that you can confide in and you can safely vent, to do it, just get it done and stop. So I like that too. All right. Branding Matters. Jolie Goodson was back, and she had Adam Morgan as her guest. He was the author of the best-selling book, Eating the Big Fish. And he has an agency called Eat Big Fish. So I loved listening to this interview. I love listening to all of Julie's interviews, but this one, partly because he has a British accent. So that always sucks me in. I don't care what you're saying or selling. If you have a British accent, I'm going to listen to you. So I was just fascinated. I was writing notes. I was. I actually sent an email to our team when I was done listening, and I said, I just was listening to Jolie's podcast, and she had this amazing guest on, and I did. I said,
I can vouch.
And I sent an idea off to our team, and I said, I think we should look at, incorporating this or trying this. So,
and everyone really liked it.
They did. And sometimes I think they just tell me that to make me feel good, but they all did. They said, I love the idea. So if you're looking for a little inspiration, the big thing was taking things from bland to bold. So you don't want to be boring. And that's the big thing. He's like, you really need to make yourself stand out. So it's filled with some great ideas. He also has a podcast called Let's Make This More Interesting. So check out her podcast, give it a listen. I guarantee you will walk away with lots of ideas. At one part, they talk about the 4 key ways that you can be interesting. So that's where I pulled some of my little nuggets from. So great job. Wonderful interview, and some amazing tips that you can go and just do things with. All right. So what else do we have?
Delivering marketing joy with Kirby. His guest this month was Joseph Shinwal, and he is the CEO of Experts on Air, which is a podcasting guest company. And he just talked about getting out there, getting on podcasts, and in order to overcome something, you have to start by doing it.
Yes, it was very interesting. So he shares ideas if you're somebody who's interested in, public speaking or being a guest on podcasts. That's what he does. He, and he talks about, positioning yourself to be an expert. So good stuff there. And then we had the third installment or third episode of Overcoming Overwhelm with Sam Kabert and Alicia Kay. And if you've missed the first 2, you can go back and check them out. This is a 6-part series, and it's a 6-step breath process to help you just kind of recenter and find a little bit of inner peace in this crazy world. So the first episode was about breathing to slow down. The second episode talked about relaxing to feel. And in this week's episode, the third episode, it's called Energy to Reveal. And I love that they talk about how emotions are energy in motion. And they keep saying that. And I'm always like, that's so true. They are energy in motion. So he said, this is where the lessons come through. If you can use this energy that you're feeling to reveal your inner lessons, it's huge. They take you through a kind of really shortened version of a breath practice. And in doing so, I did it twice. I rewinded it because the first time he's like, if you're not feeling, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. So I rewound and I did it again. And so it is something that he said can take time, that you really have to kind of train yourself to start doing. So, but it's amazing just in those moments of deep breathing, how you just feel your whole body start to calm down. So it's a great series. Alicia is a licensed trauma therapist, so she gives a neat perspective too. And we have 3 more episodes coming up after this, so you can binge the whole thing over at PromoJournal.com if you have missed any of the episodes. It is a great time investment for yourself, and it goes along with the new book that Sam has out, so called Overcome the Overwhelm. So check that out and check his book out. And
then we had A Model's Closet. Always love when it's closet time
with our very own Amelia Model, and she was getting ready for summer.
Yes, and so this month products were featured from Pro Towels, and I had a favorite. I don't know if you'll be able to guess, but my favorite was the coloring book towel.
Interesting. So that was new. It's like a yoga sport towel. It's a smaller size towel, and
it's black and white, and you can color on it. And Amelia said you can iron it on to get it to stay, or you can throw it in the wash and color again.
Yeah. So I guess you could probably use washable markers on it if you want to be able to wash it and reuse it. I'm not exactly sure. You'd have to check with Pro Towels on those fine details. Or there was something about, ironing it to like seal in the color and to keep it. So it was really neat. And she had some great ideas on how it could be used. Yes. So that was fun. And then, I don't know, I love them all. That blanket that was like lightweight for the summer. And then I love those velour towels. And I love
change when you get them wet.
Yeah, so imprint. She described it as magic, but it was, what did she say? It was a ghost. I don't know.
Ghost imprint.
Ghosting. And so it shows one imprint, but then when it gets wet, another imprint appears. So some really fun things in the closet this week. So you can check those out. And then, how far did the apple fall? So this week's question was, tell us something you're really bad at. And I'm going to say Dan Piggott from Soapbox said he's really bad at keeping his inbox organized. And I'm with you, Dan. My inbox is a mess. It's embarrassing, to be honest.
Mine is too.
Yeah. So that I'm really bad at that. But you know what? It doesn't cause me stress. So I don't really care.
Yeah. Mine's a disaster, but an organized disaster.
Yeah, I can find anything. I'm great at searching. So, but yeah, my inbox. No, that's probably my worst thing. So you can check out How Far Did the Apple Fall, see what these industry duos had to say. They were all very honest. I loved it. Because, let's be honest, we're not all good at everything. All right. And then what else do we have?
The Hustle, Steve Woodburn.
Yes. Do you have a growth mindset? And Steve gives us a little quiz to take, which I always love a good quiz. Yes. And he asks us a few questions, and then depending on how you answer, it reveals whether or not you have a growth mindset. And for the most part, I think I do, based on these questions. But he did say, what did he say? Do you get excited about trying new things or fear failure?
I think it depends on the thing I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to try most things.
Yeah.
That might come with age too. Whatever, I don't know. And then, do you use feedback to improve, or do you see it as what am I trying to think here? Do you see it as criticism? Yes, criticism. Thank you. Which do you?
Probably a mix of both.
Yeah, I found a mix of both too. I think the key with that one is the way that the feedback is delivered. So if it's delivered the right way, then I feel like it's constructive. But if it's not, then it feels like criticism. So very interesting. So you can give his article a read and see where your mindset is at and if it needs any improving. Mine needs a little improving, but and we also have the Identity Collection running again this week. It is chock full of USA made products, from some amazing industry suppliers. So if you are looking for products that are made right here in the good old US of A, you can check out the Identity Collection and see what's in there. And we have a new Identity Collection dropping next week.
Yes, we do. On the go products. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
And I love the idea of on the go.
Me too. It's an awesome mix of products that people have supplied. So
yeah, it's kind of fun because I mean, we're back and forth. Like we work from home, we work in the office. She takes her cat everywhere. Like
she's upstairs right now.
so we're always on the go. So any products that make it easier, I love it. All right. And what else? Is that it? I think that's it for this week.
But before we go, we have to give a shout out.
Yes, we do.
It is my grandmother and her mother's birthday. So happy birthday, Grammy.
Happy birthday. I'm not sure if she's actually watching because she was having some internet issues earlier today. So hopefully she was able to get things up and running and she was able to tune in. But she is, I think, our number one fan.
If not, she'll watch us later.
Yeah, she will catch us on the rerun if she did not catch us live. But happy birthday. Hope you're having a good day. It was kind of a lousy one here in Massachusetts.
Very rainy
and gloomy, but that's all right. The sun will come out tomorrow. Yep. You're supposed to say, bet your bottom dollar.
Bet your bottom dollar.
Yes. All right. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you back here next week. Andrea will be back and we will have a whole nother week of fresh new content for you. Thanks for joining us.